Hey, it's James here and welcome back to another gear review video. Today we are looking at a new device from Focusrite. Been using this, which is the Scarlett 2i2 for many years, so really excited to try out the brand new Vocaster Two Studio and see what it can do. So let's dive in. Hey, welcome to this channel. If you're new here, my name is James Mulvaney. I am an audio entrepreneur and I've been working with radio stations and podcasters for the past 15 years, helping get results. I'm founder of radio.co, podcast.co, matchmaker.fm and Q Podcasts. So go and check them out if you like. And also, if you enjoy content like this, you want to learn about the latest audio gear and tips and tricks to grow your audience, please remember to subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me and we're always posting new content every single week. So today we're going to be looking at Focusrite's new Vocaster Two Studio. This is a device which is aimed, I think, primarily at live streamers and podcasters. It's effectively an audio interface. However, it has its own software and you could do some additional kind of things which I'm going to be getting into in this video, which I really like. I'm going to talk about Focusrite and this particular red box. Now this has been our sort of workhorse. We've been using this for I think it must be 10-12 years now. They've kind of evolved this slightly. This is, I think, the third generation. We had a generation 1 device for many years, and then they had a 2 and then a 3, and I think not a lot has changed on this. And the thing with these audio interfaces is they're hardware devices. They're very much plug and play. Everything you can control is all via the dials and switches on the unit. These kind of new generation of audio interfaces, which we're seeing, are kind of more of a cross between a hybrid hardware device, and they quite often have a companion app which you'll set on your desktop, whether it be a Mac or Windows, and it will allow you to control a lot more of the configurables, such as the audio processing. In this case, we've got automatic gain control and various other things that will just allow you to get more from the device. So as I mentioned, this is a audio interface. We've got 2 mic ins, we've got 2 headphones out. It's really designed, I think, for live streaming podcasters in a kind of small home studio. Obviously, you're limited to 2 inputs and outputs, so it's perfect if it's perhaps just you and a guest. Really easy to set up and use, and I wanted to talk through some of the features now. So firstly, as I mentioned, you can have 2 microphones connected. We've actually got the kit here, which also comes with this microphone. Again, you'll see some similarities. I've mentioned this before. This form factor seems to be becoming more and more apparent across lots and lots of different manufacturers. We looked at another microphone, which was the universal audio version. This is Focusrite's version. Again, it comes with the device. We've also got a pair of headphones included. So really, this is a perfect kit if you want to get started, you want to launch a radio station, you want to launch a podcast without having to worry about, does this microphone work with this device, or which pair of headphones should I get? You kind of get a nice little package which will service you and be really useful to get you started as quickly as possible. If you do fancy using the Shure SM7B, though, with this device, and again, we've seen this as a common trait. We've seen this with the new Rodecaster Pro 2. Previously, this device, this Focusrite Scarlett, wasn't really capable of driving this microphone. It doesn't have enough gain without using an external device like a cloud lifter or FET to produce a good clean signal from this microphone. It does work, however, you have to put the gain up as much as you can. Quite often this causes a background hiss. The good thing about this new device, the Vocaster Two Studio, is it's got 70 dB gain, which is enough to drive Shure SM7B. So that's a checkbox off for review podcast fans. So another thing about this, just with something like a Rodecaster, you can actually Bluetooth your phone to the device. There's also some loopback channels as well, which allow you to take your audio from software, perhaps running on a computer. So maybe you're using a bit of broadcasting software, playing music, or you've got something playing sound effects, or you're streaming from Spotify or a YouTube video. You can actually route that into this device. Again, gives you a lot more flexibility. And again, this is something that was previously unseen with a sort of traditional audio interface. This is taking things one up from an audio interface, probably not delivering as much flexibility as a full-on mixing device such as a Rodecaster or a Tascam Mixcast, but it's something which is more budget friendly and perhaps sits in the middle. It's got more to offer than maybe a standard conventional interface, but more budget friendly price tag than something like the new Rodecaster 2 Pro. A couple of other important things to mention about the Vocaster 2. You can actually connect your phone manually as well. So if you're not using Bluetooth, you can manually connect your phone via a TRRS connection. Quite often, if you're using an iPhone, you'll also need a lightning adapter. But basically, it's an audio cable. And there's also the ability to route the output of the sound into a camera, which is fantastic. And it's going to save you a lot of time syncing up audio if you're perhaps filming stuff live and you're recording to an SD card in a camera. Quite often you want the sound output from a microphone like this versus the onboard camera audio, because it's always going to sound a lot better. So that's perfect if you're perhaps recording content at home or you're live streaming from your desk, that kind of thing. So one of the features I really like about this, if you just want a small audio interface for your desk, but you want to give your voice a little bit of extra sparkle, there is an enhance button, which when you activate, will give you a little bit of extra pizzazz to your microphone. This isn't very configurable in terms of there are a few different presets, but I think the presets sound great. I think they've done a great job of designing these. So this is what is called the clean preset, just to give you an idea. And now we've switched to the warm preset. This is to give your voice a little bit of added warmth. This is the bright preset. This sounds a little bit more sparkly on the top end. And finally, this is the radio preset, which is just more compressed. It gives you that kind of radio sound that you're probably used to when you listen to radio, because quite often radio stations will actually use microphone processors to actually enhance the sound quality of their microphones before then going through their broadcast audio processors. If you're into radio, you'll probably know about this stuff. But I think it's great that you can immediately give your microphones an added boost just with a click of a button, and you can leave that on all the time if you so desire. Even in meetings, it might give you that extra edge if you're perhaps presenting to different companies. You know, a lot of people will still rely on their built-in microphones, but if you're using a great quality microphone like this, plus some audio processing, it's going to help you stand out from the crowd. And then we'll switch back to no processing, so you can kind of see the difference. So let me know in the comments below, do you think these presets sound good? And do you think they'll potentially add something to your live stream, or your videos, or your podcasts, or even if you're just talking to someone on Zoom? I always think having good quality sound is so important these days. So price-wise, the Vocaster 2 retails for the audio interface only around $300, £280. If you want to buy the whole kit, which includes this microphone and a pair of headphones, retails around $500, £480. So, you know, you go and figure out if this is for you. Obviously, there are other devices on the market, similar audio interfaces which have similar functionality, but then also you could potentially upgrade to something like the Rodecaster or the Tascam Mixcast 4, which provides even more functionality. It's going to be a little bit of jump in price, and obviously those devices don't come included with accessories, so you'll have to go out and buy microphones, headphones, etc. separately. But I think this is fairly competitively priced given what else is available out there in the market right now. So thanks very much for watching this video. This has been the Focusrite Vocaster 2. I'm intrigued to know your thoughts on this. Are you thinking about purchasing one? Perhaps you're looking to upgrade from the Scarlett 2i2. I think this is well worth considering if you're looking at maybe giving yourself some more flexibility, some more options. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this device. I'm always intrigued to get your opinions, and remember to give me a big thumbs up if you found this video useful. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Take it easy. Bye for now.
What makes the difference between a successful radio station and a failed project? Well, after working with tens of thousands of broadcasters over the past 15 years and helping lots of people start their own radio stations, I see the same mistakes being made time and time again. So what I've done is I've put together a guide called the 5-Step Radio Startup Checklist, which really covers everything from concepting your radio station to marketing it. And this guide, I believe, will make the difference between you having a successful venture with longevity and creating something that doesn't quite hit the mark. Go and grab your copy now for free at jamesm.com/radio. Just enter your name and your email address and I'll send it over to you straight away. You're going to find it really useful. There's tons of information there which will help you with concepting and launching your brand and bringing it to market.